My name is Kathy Copeland, and I live in Georgia, just north of Atlanta. I am 60 years old, and my husband, Tim, is 68. He was diagnosed with an atypical form of dementia, which most people watching this, you may probably know this, but it's a very common misconception. A lot of people think there's dementia and then there's Alzheimer's, but dementia is just the umbrella term. I believe it's about 85% of all dementia cases are Alzheimer's, but the rest that fall under the umbrella of dementia are referred to as atypical, and there's all types. And one of the worst, one I had never heard of, but now I absolutely think is one of the worst ever, is called frontotemporal dementia. And basically the front and side lobes of your brain shrink and atrophy. And that's what my sweet husband had. And the thing about that disease, it doesn't just make you forget things or make you, cloudy minded. I mean, it does all of that, but it turns you into a completely different person. And it was just so bad that when I went in, I think it was the last time that we saw my husband's neurologist, that he just almost ordered me to get some help. And he told me they have a social worker / counselor in their practice. So she gave me a card and said, you might want to contact this lady, no pressure, but if you'd like to, she's very easy to talk to. She won't charge you. Her name's Laura Banner, and she's with Oasis Senior Advisors. I honestly feel like Laura Banner helped save my sanity. But anyway, when I called her, I just immediately just felt so comfortable with her. I wanted to meet her as soon as I talked to her. And we talked several times, and she just kind of, asked a lot of questions, and I asked her some questions. And she actually, I know people say this all the time, but she didn't just seem to care. I know now that she really did care. She still does care. I was just overwhelmed with feeling so sad about the whole situation and what had happened to my husband. And it had come to this, considering putting him in one room. Even though it was a nice room and it had a big window with a very pretty view of the courtyard, I wasn't really able to recognize that. I just felt like it was, I just started crying. I mean, we were all standing there, and the others, my kids were interested in checking out the closets, and I just started bawling and squalling. But of course, the one that understood the most was Laura, and she was very comforting, and I really appreciate that. One of the things I love about Laura Banner is that she had zero pressure. Like, I've never one time felt any pressure from her to make a decision whether to put my husband in there or not, which place to pick, to have a limit on how many places to go to. And I asked her several times because what I would owe her, because my experience with the lady that was going to charge me $500. And she kept saying, nothing, you're not going to pay me anything. And it's okay. We can keep going. We can go to as many places as you want to go to. Just having her knowledge and her background, it just helped me and my children feel so much better about this whole process. I would recommend Oasis to anybody. It won't cost you anything. It will answer basically any of the questions that you have. And you will probably do like I do and look back on it one day and say, I am so thankful I made that move, because really now I really have the best of both worlds.